welcome to our Energy Connect studio at COP28. I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague Damian Howard, Vice President of Energy at DMG Events, who looks after all our African energy portfolio. Damian, a pleasure to have you with me.
Julian, thanks for the invitation.
Now, what brings you to Dubai for COP28 UAE?
Well, there are actually 2 or 3 reasons I'm here. Firstly, to support the DMG team with regards to the organisation of COP28. We are, of course, supporting with all of the inward bound delegations, connecting them with their pavilions and general pavilion management. So that's top of the agenda. But also here, I suppose, in a more strategic capacity, as you mentioned, I look after our Africa energy portfolio. So really having the opportunity to look after our key stakeholders, government partners, investors and private sector partners as well.
Absolutely. And can you tell me a bit more about these partnerships with your key stakeholders who have come here to COP28?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a long-standing history and presence in Africa, over 20 years in fact, and that spans North Africa in Egypt, West Africa in Nigeria, East Africa in Tanzania, and of course Southern Africa in Mozambique. And what we're seeing is that whilst the world accelerates to a net zero ambitions, Africa is of course charting its own pathway, and it has its own priorities. But what we see is with its phenomenal potential to harness its natural mineral and resource wealth, especially in the areas of renewable energy, I think there's installed potential capacity of around 530 gigawatts by 2040. We see there's a phenomenal opportunity to really support our partners and helping them along their journey. And if you take, for example, the renewable energy potential, especially to produce clean and green hydrogen, that is a real phenomenal opportunity for Africa, not only for its industrialization and creating green manufactured products for export, but then you're looking at domestically, so across the continent and in country, across all 54 or so countries, the opportunity to industrialize. And this creates employment opportunities. It creates, of course, opportunity for ancillary services, and really ultimately the opportunity to uplift economies, but also to really sustainably bring an end to energy poverty.
Absolutely. And I want to hear, because I know, Damien, you've got an event coming up during COP28 on the sidelines. Can you tell me more about this platform and which stakeholder you're working with?
Absolutely. Julian, you've let the cat out the bag. Thank you very much for bringing this up. It's in fact another reason I'm here at COP. So we have, over the past couple of years, been establishing, nurturing a relationship with Namibia. And this is really to look at an opportunity to create a platform where we can really look at Africa's role globally in terms of its opportunity around hydrogen. And so we've been evolving this opportunity, and as part of COP28 program, Namibia's program here at COP28, we're very, very excited to be launching a new platform. So it's a new platform called the Global African Hydrogen Summit. It will be taking place in Windhoek in Namibia between the 3rd and the 5th of September 2024. And really the key priorities for the platform are to accelerate investment and financing into African green energy projects. And of course the opportunities thereafter are not only to showcase technologies, but also to really, I suppose, tease out from Namibia's 2030 vision of how hydrogen can, of course, create these multiplier effects of leapfrogging when we're talking about industrialization to a green industrialized energy system. And so we're very excited. It's launching under the endorsement of the President of Namibia next week on Wednesday the 6th. So very well timed and aligned. And we're very excited about making this announcement and looking forward to hosting it in a year's time.
Well, Damien, that's really great to hear about this new platform. Sounds very interesting, and all the best for that soft launch next week. And yeah, just appreciate you giving me your time on this busy day. As you said, we at DMG are, helping working with all the pavilions and delegates in the blue zone. So it's busy times.
No, appreciate you making the time to catch up. Thanks, Julian.
Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to bringing more interviews from COP28 in the coming days.